the track.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slang Hope. I got another video for y'all, another Riker's Island story. And this one is, I had to slap the shit out of some blood dude. You know what I mean? But before I get into the story, you know, I have to thank my supporters, the subscribers, the people who, you know, been keeping this thing going for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be where I'm at without y'all, man. So, kudos to y'all. So let me get into the story though, man. Like, I usually don't like talking about stuff like this because, you know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm bragging about these situations, but you know how I do. I tell you about my life experiences. I tell you about the things that, you know, kind of made me or broke me at one point. And, you know, hopefully y'all learn from the lessons, and hopefully, you know, I do these things for us to like reflect. I'm reflecting on my life, and as I go, hopefully some of y'all could reflect on y'all life and some of the similar circumstances that y'all might have had. So boom, let's get into the story, right? So boom. You know, when you're younger, you tend to play around a certain way that you usually wouldn't play around by the time you get to a certain age, you know? And some kids in the hood, we grow up too fast, right? Now I had to smack the shit out this dude because he told me to suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how shit is in different states. I don't know how shit is in other places in the country. I know in New York City, like, you could lose your life behind suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that serious, right? And over the years, it has gotten a little crazy because now even women are saying suck my dick, which is strange as fuck to me. But anyway, so, you know, when you're younger, sometimes you play around with certain shit that you will not play around when you get older. But then there's some people who grow up faster than others. So, you know, it's all of those things that are a byproduct of certain things. But anyway, excuse me. Anything with dick in it, you do not, like, certain people, they don't play that shit. Like, I never really played the dick games, right? Don't call me no dick rider. Don't tell me to suck no dick. Don't tell me what's the other words that they say? You on somebody dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing to me with no dick in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I was growing up. Like, I ain't play those type of games. I never really said that to people unless I really wanted to, like, disrespect you, right? And I'm gonna get into like disrespect a little later. So anyway, we was in adolescence, right? And one day, and it's crazy because I was talking to my mans on the phone. It's funny because when I was home, like, a lot of, like, I ain't play like that with people, right? And I was young, I was a teenager, but I never really played like that with people because I used to hang out with older dudes and they ain't play like that. So I never really played like that. And then when I was on the phone talking to my mans, I remember my mans one time, he was like, yo, suck my dick, yo. Like, on some, and I, like, the whole conversation, I was like, yo, bro, what you said to me, bro? Like, you feel me? Because he would never said that shit to me in the town. He would never said that shit to me in the street. So I was like, yo, bro, when I get home, I'm fucking you up, bro. He was like, what you mean, bro? I'm like, bro, did I ever play with you like that? And he was like, bro, why you taking it mad serious? I'm like, yo, bro, because I never played with you like that. So why you playing with me like that? You know, he was just like, he just thought I was blowing it out of proportion. But I'm like, yo, bro, this dude been chilling around me, and we ain't never do that. So I don't know if this became a new thing after I got locked up in 2010, earlier on in the year, in January. I don't know. But anyway, back to the situation. We don't really play the dick games over here in New York. You feel me? So this dude, like I said, in adolescence, they used to be playing. Some dudes used to be playing like that. They used to be doing a whole bunch of wild shit that I just wasn't with. You feel me? Like I told y'all, for the most part, I used to fake stick to myself. You know, I used to mingle with a few people who, you know, they was a little smart. They was young and still immature, but, you know, they had a little sense in them. So I used to talk to certain people. I used to laugh with certain people. I wasn't like no stuck-up kid. But anyway, one day we having a regular conversation. And then this blood dude, I ain't gonna say his name, right? But this dude, we was having a regular conversation. I don't even know why he said suck my dick. I can't remember what the hell we was talking about, but we was talking in a group. And then out of nowhere, he was just like, yo, suck my dick, yo. Like, and he was like smiling with it. And I was like, what you just said to me? Hold on, you talking to me? Nah, you Nah, I ain't do none of that shit. It wasn't even no pause. It was no none of that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That shit was just like straight grip. You know, like in adolescence, we used to say this thing like when somebody got smacked, or usually like COs used to be smacking a lot of dudes, right? Like whatever. But we used to call it grip. Like, yo, that nigga just got gripped. You know, that's the language that we used to use, right? So anyway, when he just said that to me, it was just like a reaction, like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then he was just like, he was like holding his face, and he was just like, yo, bro, like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, every time you react a certain way, they always looking at the reaction like you the one that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one that did something wrong. Like, they ain't overstepped their boundaries. As a man, I tell people all the time, you got to be a man of principle. You got to be a man of your boundaries. When you make, anybody should be a man, a person of their boundaries. But for men specifically, growing up where we grow up and knowing how respect is so important to us as men, you have to hold the line of your boundaries. It don't matter if you get your ass whooped. It don't matter if whatever. That's why I don't respect certain dudes who pick and choose, or when they gonna hold their boundaries, when they not. You know what I'm saying? When they gonna be tough, when they, like, nah. You gotta uphold your shit all the time, no matter who it is. If you don't like, if you a man before anything, be a man before anything with anybody. Police, government, COs, whoever. Be a man before anything, like you say you are. Hold up to your standards and your morality, no matter what. So anyway, yeah, I just had to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is I was Muslim at the time, right? So I'm not supposed to really be doing that, because as a Muslim, you can't put your hands on somebody just because they verbally say something. But I was young and I was still struggling in my religion. So when he said that, you know, street shit come into play. Street codes, right? You don't let nobody talk to you a certain way. You don't let nobody stare you down. You don't let nobody do certain shit, right? Growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? False notions of masculinity. It's taking place right now. So when let me fix it. Okay. So when he said that to me, you know, it was just a reaction. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he said, whatever he said, he said, yo, you wildin'? I'm like, bro, I'm not wildin', bro. I said, bro, I don't play with you like that. I said, did I did you ever hear me tell anybody suck my dick? Did you ever hear me talk to anybody? I was like, yo, bro, I don't play with people like that, bro. So he was just like, yo, bro, like, I wasn't even talking, but, like, you know, he tried to, like, you know, I'm like, yo, bro, like, my bad, bro. So the people that was around was cracking up. My other man that was there, I ain't gonna say his name either, because there's always witnesses. He was cracking up. He was like, yo, this nigga just gripped him. He was like, so everybody looking at him to see what he gonna do. But like again, it, like, soft dudes are soft dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got it in you, look, it's not about whether you blood, you crip, you whatever. Every gang has soft ass mother lovers. That's just the reality of the situation. You either tough or you not. Shit don't got nothing to do with your gang. Now, don't get me wrong. Some punk dudes, you know what I'm saying? They had enough at one point and they become tough. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways. Sometimes you could change. Sometimes you can go from being a punk to being strong. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, listen, man, if you ain't got that shit in you, and sometimes the punk dudes, they have it in them. They just have something that is blocking it, right? There's something that be blocking the savage in some dudes, right? So sometimes it's certain things that block the savageness within you. But for the most part, it was already in them. They just needed to unlock it. So that's what I believe. I believe either you got this tough shit with you or you don't got that tough shit with you, and that's it. It don't matter what gang you repping. So obviously this dude was a punk dude, right? He was a punk dude. He was claiming blood. Because he didn't want to fight. At the end of the day, as a man, if somebody slaps you, first of all, slap is a disrespect, right? Like, punching me, you respect the punch more than the slap, right? I slapped this dude. Again, I wasn't trying to, like, it was just, you grow up in the hood, you grow up with trying to demasculate men, right? That's what we do. This is why when we trying to disrespect men, we call them pussy, right? What's pussy? Pussy is either a scaredy cat, pussy cat, right? And cats, they usually be running from shit. They're usually scared, timid, right? So when we call somebody pussy, is a female genital area, right? Or you're talking about a cat or the nature of a cat, right? So we're just gonna stick to the genital area, right? So we trying to say, you're weak, basically, right? We're trying to say you're weak. So when we trying to emasculate a man, we call him pussy, right? We call him faggot, right? Like we playing with your sexuality now. We'll say shit about dick. We'll say suck my dick, right? Which is a homosexual act when you really think about it, right? So I remember the imam said this when I was in jail, and he said, I don't understand how men are so comfortable going around telling other men suck my dick. Like, because when you really think about it, it's a homosexual act. You're asking another man to put his lips on your penis. Like, this is literally what you're doing. You're asking another man to put his lips on your penis. Like, on some like really think about that shit. I know in our mind we interpret that shit as we being disrespectful, and we thinking, I disrespected that motherfucker. Like, what I'm saying? We feeling good about ourselves, but really think about what you asking this man. You asking this man to put your lips on my penis. Give me fellatio. You know what I'm saying? Like really think about that shit. It's a homosexual act, homie. And I think so as I was growing, I felt like, I don't even really be saying that shit to people. You feel me? Like, I don't really, because it's weird. It's weird to ask another man to do that to you, right? So I don't even be trying to go there. I know I get it. We use that as a form of disrespect when we trying to cause the ultimate disrespect. It's almost like back in the days when I was growing up, they used to say your mama, right? Saying your mama was mad disrespectful too. Like, shit get crazy over your mama. But anyway, as I grew, I realized and even to this day, I still struggle with SMD, with the Frank stand, right? I still struggle with the Frank stand being open, because I grew up in that negative environment. I grew up with those false notions of what it means to be a man. So those things are kind of still a part of me, right? The nigga within me, right? The nigga within me still in there, man. I'll be trying to get rid of that motherfucker, man. But the nigga within me is still in there. So sometimes when people say some of those things to me, it triggers me, right? That word really triggers me. When people open up the Frank stand, I'm telling you right now, it triggers me. I know I'm not supposed to act the fool. I know I'm not supposed to let the nigga loose. But the nigga be getting loose sometimes. Sometimes I just don't have no control over this nigga that's inside of me, right? And I'm working on it. I'll be struggling sometimes. Sometimes I do better than others. But as I grow, I'm working on not letting that word or that phrase get control of me. I'm working, and that's part of my work, and that's been part of my struggle. And a lot of times, some men just don't really come out and disrespect you like that. They might do that shit on the internet. They might, you know what I'm saying? But for a lot of, street dudes don't really be just throwing that shit around, right? Unless they don't really know you and they, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, certain dudes just don't just be throwing that shit around, because some dudes already experience dudes dying behind it. They experience dudes get their teeth knocked out. They just experience so much stuff. So real street dudes, they know they don't even really be fully playing with that word like that. It be a lot of these dudes that don't even know it could really happen to them. So anyway, that's the story, man. I had to grip this dude, you know what I'm saying? And I got away with it. I feel like it was adolescence, and like I said before, in adolescence is a little different. It's not about blood, crip, or whatever gang you was repping. It was more so whether you held your shit down or you didn't. So I feel like maybe if I was an adult, it would have got a little different. It would have been a little crazy. The Bloods might have jumped me. Maybe he would have just got parked or kicked out the whip because he didn't do nothing. Or maybe they would have cut me. I don't know. It's a little different between adolescents and adults. And adults, things worked a little totally different. They might have jumped me and still, kicked him out the whip because he didn't do nothing. So it could have been a whole bunch of different things. But in adolescence, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, if you're not fighting for yourself, you're not holding it down, a lot of times dudes ain't gonna fight for you or help you. So that's the story, man. It's a story of growth and development, and I'm still kind of struggling with the phrase, but I'm in a better space, and I try to not give my remote control to people. And what I mean by that is that people should not be able to just say something verbally and get me to act out physically. So unless they harm me or they try to put their hands on me, there's no reason why I should be going out of my way to try to put my hands and harm other people. But let me know what y'all thoughts are, man. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know how y'all coping with that phrase and that word. Is this one of y'all trigger words? And if it's not, let me know in the comment section what is one of the trigger words that get y'all in the mood or just make the nigga within y'all want to come out. So let me know in the comment section. Y'all stay blessed. Be safe. Peace.